Hey guys, I am Peacemaker, and we are playing Outer Wilds today. We are on episode 5. We are exploring Brittle Hollow. We're going to get to that southern observatory, and we're going to explore some of the Hanging City, and it's going to be great. So we got to pilot our ship all the way back. It's going to be a super fun time. You guys probably won't have to watch all of this part, because I'll probably fast forward right through it. Can't forget her spacesuit. Alright, so we need to go kind of to the South Pole here. Unless that's something there. What is that there? I'm gonna land over here. Alright, we got something to read. Plume. The trees are moving. The trees in this grove wander about freely, the entire planet, roots and all. This is not normal, even for this alien planet, and I've never seen them move. Is that even possible? If anyone else witnesses this disturbing behavior, I implore you, record your observations here. Either these trees are aberrant, or my brain must be. Thatch. Plume is right. The trees do move. I confess, I do not notice until I read his notes. Thatch. Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees, there is other matter in the area, such as an unusual shard of rock moving in the same eerie way. Felix, that rock is unusual for another reason too. Thatch. It possesses color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on this planet. Felix. Hypothesis. This rock shard's presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be what is causing the other nearby objects to also move about this area? Interesting. Hey!
Editing piece here.
That might be our way right there.
It took 5 or 6 attempts trying to even get this far, as I died 5 or 6 times due to the black hole.
What you got over here?
And falling to my death multiple times. So this was quite a challenge getting to the point in which I got to finally get on track to get to the Southern Observatory.
Where do you go? Crossroads. I really don't feel like going to the crossroads right now, guys. I already feel like I'm at a crossroads of sorts. The shuttle is currently resting at the quantum moon. Activate the gravity cannon. Call the shuttle home. Call the shuttle home. Oh, they have shuttles. That's cool. So we got a Naomi ship. Let's check this baby out. I'm not worried about my fuel level. I just found a Naomi ship. Let's see how they lived. That looks like... It looks like those pads we've got. Selenum. I am here. After watching it wander the skies for so long, I am about to stand for the first time on the quantum moon. As expected, my shuttle was landed at the moon's south pole. I will make the remainder of my journey on foot. We don't know why the quantum moon always welcomes its visitors at the south pole, just that this is true. As a child, I considered such unknowns sinister. Now, though, I understand they bear no ill will. The universe is, and we are. I am ready. Alright, so I'm not going to play with these controls, because I don't know what they do, and I'm not looking to know what they do right now, because I've got more of Brittle Hollow to explore. Alright, we're going to try to make our way to the Southern Observatory, as we previously planned. And hopefully not die this time. Southern Observatory, you are being notoriously hard to get to, which means the information that you possess must be very, very important if it's this hard to get to you, okay? I get it. I do. I understand. Alright? I wish that you weren't so difficult. I really do. But I will make it to you. We will get there. I will see you. It's like both of these roads lead there. I see trees and other things. Let's follow the crystals. I'm gonna get up there, guys. I think this might be the one we need. Give it to me! Give me the sweet observatory! Oh my god, we made it to the observatory, finally! That was a lot of work getting here. Holy crap. Let's open this door so we can go out when we're ready. Hey, recording. I'm here! I did it! I put the ship down safely. In that, the ship went down and I didn't sustain bodily harm. A few minor repairs, and it's like the ship never even hit those rocks. One of my better attempts, Feldspar would have barely have laughed at me, I bet. That's good news. The bad news, I haven't found a way inside the structure yet. The door is broken, and I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think I would have found a different entrance by now if there were one. Probably. I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm going to head north to the ruins of the equator to try and find a way down. Okay, so that must be Ryback's log. Gotta be. Alright, the door is open now. Oh, let's see about these tornadoes and exactly how they work. Alright, Giant's Deep. Okay, cool. So we're back here. And what do you guys got? Cassava. Conroy, Daz, and I were lifting the orbital probe cannon components into the orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Daz. Conroy. You should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Daz. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate this phenomenon myself using the other cannon parts, but we were very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? Conroy. My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Conroy. I am unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? Conroy. If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon, and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Okay. Whoa, what is that? I don't like the way that looks. Okay, maybe that's just another one of those pools like the probe cannon. Alright, let's see what this has to say. Conroy. Cassava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Conroy. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. Spire. An update. It's now clear there are two different types of cyclone. Spire. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Cassava typically uses to send the components into orbit. Spire. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. Cassava. My gratitude, Spire. Conroy is showing me your handiwork. And I'm intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone, but was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? Spire. The model was useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. Spire. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. He just wanted to make a model, guys. He needed that model. I mean, they are really cool models. Okay, so now we know how to get below the surface on Giant's Deep. We have to find a counterclockwise tornado to get us below the current. That is really intriguing. Let's see what else is here. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff here. What does that do? Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so it shows... What is this? Ash Twin and Ember Twin. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's gotta be. This is Timber Hearth. Oh, okay, so you can turn them off. Oh, wow, so you can get literally the entire solar system. Give it to me. Give them all to me. Beautiful. Okay, so... Alright, we recognize that as the eye. It can't pinpoint exactly where it is. But this is our solar system. Okay, hold on. That did something when it did that. There it is. Error. Unable to determine orbit. No signal detected matching any known criteria for the eye of the universe. Gotcha. This is a really neat little place. I'm very much enjoying it. Konoi. How should our methods change as we continue our search for the eye of the universe? Mallow. We know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. Avens. We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover these long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need for the escape gravity's pull. Cassava. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's the furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch. And it's moonless, except for when the quantum moon is visiting. Avens. Yes, let's build a cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. Privet. As we couldn't find the eye signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. Cassava. Mal's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. Konoi. I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Rami and Pi about your technology they're developing? Okay. Ship's log updated. Alright, what you got for me? Konai. What have we learned thus far in our search for the eye of the universe? Plume. Those of us on the vessel originated followed the eye signal to the star system, but we were unable to warp to the eye itself. Privet. The locator we built on Outer Rock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the eye's signal. Hypothesis. The eye has stopped emitting its signal. Cassava. Suppose the eye doesn't wish to be found. Cassava. How can you suggest that? The eye's signal called out to summon us to this star system. Cassava. I'm aware. I grew up hearing the eye's story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. Mallow. Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the eye is in orbit around the star system's sun. This would mean the eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. So they think the eye of the universe is in this star system's orbit. Interesting. Well, that's it for the Southern Observatory. Editing piece here again. So we had a lot of fun finding the Southern Observatory, and it went quite well. We later found the Hanging City in between the middle of our deaths because we landed on the bridge that lines up with the Hanging City. So we're gonna jump over to that. Let's see if we can hit the bridge. Woo! Made it to the bridge. Alright, I guess, where are we? Black Hole Forge, Eye Shrine, Meltwater District, School District. This be the Hanging City? It is hanging. Guess we can find out over here, probably. What do you got for me? The Ash Twin Project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? I don't know. It's a very interesting question. One I don't know the answer to. What we got going on up here? Hey, a scroll. Any more? Got another scroll up here anywhere? I feel strange trying to recreate Anonia's warp core without him. At times it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Hypothesis. This will always feel strange. Even though my time with him was short, I miss my old mentor, and deeply. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this. But what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in this star system and never saw Anonia's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me, what I've bitten off, a larger portion than I consume. What if I've bitten off? Poke. Still, all I can give is my best, and as Anonia would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what is needed. I have Clarion Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. Man, I think we have all faced those kinds of struggles before, you know? Where you feel like you've made it to a certain place in life, and that you think you're ready to do this big and amazing thing, and then you're scared because of the pure excitement that it causes you, knowing that, you know, you might actually accomplish this. And then on the other side of it, knowing that what if it's too much? No idea where this goes, but we're going to try it out. Sounds like it goes to the surface, maybe. That's kind of cool. Turn on my flashy light. Oh, there's a little creek here. Oh, it does. Oh, that's interesting. This is like, we're back on the North Pole. Okay, so if we ever want to come straight back down here, we have a way. Neat. Oh, and I can just drop down here. Sweet. Okay, so we always have a way down. Put that scroll in there. We need to know what it says. Solution 1. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. What is the vessel? Rami, the vessel's warp core is broken at best. Recall those present when the vessel crashed. Said it sustained lethal injuries. There is no guaranteed reward for this risk. Connoy. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Cassava. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint provided we're able to transport it back here. Phlox. This will require a return to Dark Bramble. Plume, my father said many good Naomi perished there. Psycat. My mentor, Cololius, and his older mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Embertwin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. Coleus. What Mallory and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. Rami. I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in the fossil fish cave when we were children. Interesting. We got a lot to look at the log. Hey, there's another scroll. What you got for me? Solution 2. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Oh no. I'm calling this person Oh no, guys. Oh no. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core, or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. Clary. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Anonia, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anonia explained many of his designs to me. Spire. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. Metis. We're meeting all kinds of new people that I didn't even know existed. This is true. However, it's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. Poke. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I can recreate the basic design. Idea. This is the safest path for our clan. Avens. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Cassava. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. Okay, that was a really long, drawn-out discussion board there. Black Hole Forge controls. Okay. Oh, okay, so that moves it back this way. Cool. I kind of want to go in it and see what it does. So that's got to be the Black Hole Forge. How do I go up? Just kind of want to see what's up here, guys. I don't know what's up here, so that looks like a classroom. Interesting. Okay. Lammy, explanation of festivals. Lammy, all the Naomi clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. Lammy, at some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all that the Naomi get to advance too. Like Anna's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Lammy, each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. Lammy, a single festival could last a long, long time. Lammy, we can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. Felix, don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. There we go. Solanum. Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense. Solanum. As the early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Solanum. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. Solanum. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. Solanum. That's scary to think about, even though Conway tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it'll happen in someone else's someday. Okay. Up we go. Oh no. I did a boo-boo. Well, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. We got to explore the Hanging Gardens. We got to explore the Southern Observatory. We can now get below the current on Giant's Deep. Super exciting prospects. I'm going to be doing another episode really soon on this. And there's a lot more that we can go over and explore. We have learned a lot in this episode, and I'm super excited about the next one. So, I will see you guys next time, and I hope you guys have a good night. Peacemaker out.
I'm aware I wear my heart on my sleeve. You said goodbye without saying a word to me. Why does it hurt? Why does it hurt when I breathe?